So, I've got this carburetor ready to install. Brawler 750 Holley double pumper, mechanical secondaries. I don't like electric chokes. Now, rather than remove the whole thing, because I do like how it opens up a little bit after, I like my engine to get a little more air when it starts, because when you're starting something big and chunky like the 430 Buick and that, you gotta have enough air and fuel mixture. So I always like to use a little zip tie to hold that red lever down just enough to keep the choke plate open just enough. Bigger bang when she first starts off, and it keeps it going nice and healthy, I find. And then you don't have to sit there and baby it until she's going. Helps on days where you just want to get up and go with it, which is kind of nice, but that's the whole goal. All right, ready to go on. One more thing to mention: when you're changing the blue accelerator cam out from the pink guy there, you do have to make sure that you adjust these little guys here so that your pump cam lever right there has enough clearance. Now, I forget what they say, if it's 15 thousandths, I think, something like that. I'll look it up, but it has to be measured so that there's just enough gap between that and the lever so that this guy doesn't jump the gun every day. Get a good look where all that shit goes, because when we pull her off and we want to know where the hoses all go back, you should know which ones go where and which ones beware. But yeah, she's pretty toasty, so we're gonna swap her with the new girl. We popped our fuel off of there. We took all of our bolts off of those in the back, so you can almost see there too, but back in there, you see that little guy? All right, so choke's disconnected, all that's disconnected. We unhooked all of our vacuum lines. She's good to come off. Okay, now that we got them both on the desk, you can see this one has been on there a while. It is definitely tired. Look at that. Dirty as hell, smoky, charred. It's time for an upgrade for sure. This one should definitely do better. Now, when you're changing these, if you have the blue 427 accelerator pump cam, don't forget to change that, because the dinky little pink one that they give you on this one, it's just not enough oomph. You gotta have that 427 for the big boom boom. Now, when replacing your gaskets for just about anything on here, I like to use wheel bearing and chassis grease. This stuff is awesome. You just get some finger licks on it and you just sob it on there in your layers. I did it on all my gaskets and spacers. I like to do that, and it creates a nice jelly bond. And then as she heats up, she kind of adheres together nicely. Keeping it soft is how you keep your leaks out. So you don't want nothing hard, brittle, and dry in there. And I wish I could get rid of that centerpiece, because I really do like the open bores. But maybe I'll swap that out for a square bore later and get rid of the 4-hole configuration. All right, time to slap that Holley on. Okay, now that she's connected, it's time to fire her up and see how nice she sounds with this on. Oh yeah. All right, let's see how we did with that install. Give her a little gas and give her a key. Want to give a shout out to Thunderhead 289, carb cheater in the Buick. Alrighty, we got her in. We got her all tapped up. Give her a little go. Okay, she's rocking now. We noticed a little bit of a fuel leak. We're going to change that little fitting there. And then we'll be back next week with a couple more upgrades. Yeah.
I don't beg, I don't kneel, I don't run from the things I feel. I lead a match to the light.